Welcome everybody to the tiebreaker match of LFX versus GDM. Over here we have Kyoku playing Huitzilopochtli, and on the other side we have Jack 90 playing Amaterasu. And on the, well, not on the opposing side, on this map the teammates don't spawn next to each other. But over here we have Zapata playing Uranus, and on the other side we have Sparks BR also playing Huitzilopochtli. It's good to see these Aztec squads being picked up, because yeah, this one is considered particularly strong, but maybe they have a strategy planned. Like one thing that's really popular is to use the Blood Pact and use it on like a Cyclops or an Angeria for basically you can siege down a town center really fast. In any case, he is using his scout to blow the hunt next to the town center, so no add-on for this Galpuli. I think he's doing the fast temple build or something. Yeah, that's pretty meta right now. You get the War Priest out, you can grab a few relics, and you can do this super early aggression. Let's take a quick look at Kyoku if he's doing the same. Yes, it appears so. Exactly the same. Basically the meta. Over here, Amaterasu thinks nothing out of the ordinary. Interesting shrine placement though. Really want to max out this one watermill, but now he has a pretty bad, pretty long distance between his watermill and the rest of his hunt. So I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this. I think he wants to age up fast as well, but I could be mistaken. He's already making a second watermill, so you might as well make this one over here in the center. Make one for the forest. They're only 25 wood, so I'm not that big of a fan of sharing them. In any case, we have Patacatl being pre-queued. On the other side, no god yet. Some turkeys being stolen. Over here, Zapata also aiming to go classical. So far these games have been, well, I've only seen 3 versus 3 on this map. I don't know the name on top of my head, but what's interesting is that you can be attacked from both sides, so it's really, yeah, usually one player out of the 3 tends to lose their entire base, and then the other 2 have to, but yeah, can fight on the other side, so it's, yeah, hard to explain, but it leads to very interesting dynamics, very different than usual play, so I like this map. So over here, Warrior Priest already picked up the first relic. Additional 4% hit points, that's decent. And interesting, we see Mala Shohitl being queued by Sparks. And the other one, we see Kyoku going to Patacatl. So not the same. This one is more aggressive with the Infestation God power that gives you the Scorpions and also gives you a big buff to your Warhood. And the other one gives you, well, first the bloom, the agave bloom, and also I think a global 10% boost to hit points, so it's pretty good. But and also some farming boost, but not as aggressive, more of a mid to late game god, I'd say. Minute Katatomi in for Amaterasu, and the Warren's player aged up to Oceanus. No surprises there. Already see guardhouse up. Maybe this was his intent from the start to place this Shrine of the Hunt over here, so you can yeah, so you can place this Shrine of the Hunt on top of this shrine. Of these wolves here, but then again the opponent can just attack here. I'm not too sure. Also now it's a food drop site, so now the placement makes more sense, but he already made a second watermill just to cover this hunt, so I'm not sure what's about that. But Sparks going in, ally giving a shockwave, and now a defensive carnivora, and now bloodback being used. But I think so far no kills yet. This one shows one, but that could just be a wolf. There we have one villager killed. This carnivore could actually deal some damage, but no, it's been just killed. On the other side, do we see the same aggression? No. Nothing from Koyoku. So I think just showed 2 kills, so may have killed one, but now this one has been converted to Taishipla. So round 2 of shenanigans, and that's just so annoying. You keep having to deal with those. There's no winning because basically you need to just wait them out. They die automatically, but well, the samurai is doing pretty well actually. So maybe that's the strat. Heal the samurai and have it take care of, and these wolves are helping out as well. So I think he prepared against this. Might have been better for Sparks to attack the other side. Agave Bloom now being used. Also interesting to see this shrine over here. I can imagine you want to boost, like, I think this would be the better place. You can give your ally some additional gold in his home base. But he used it probably for healing or something. But now Agave Bloom, because he's running out of hunt. Could have got the berries first, but oh well. Is he going for a heroic? It appears so, because we already have Quatlicue pre-queued. So going for that fast heroic. Probably going to mess these warriors, eagle warriors. But now Sparks has switched sides. I think he would have been better off, but maybe he figured the Japanese are quite vulnerable in the early stages of the game. So now he switched sides and has some additional scorpions. Yeah. Kaioku has some warrior priest to take care of that, so he should be able to do it, especially with the healing. And he uses his own blood pact. I think that was a bit of an over commitment. Because, yeah, Sparks just says, well, that's great, I'm just gonna head back home now. He wasn't going to win this this fight anyway. And on the other side, oh, I thought it was a town center, but just some Sky Passage play. Tapta is a happy camper right now. I'm not sure what he's been doing. He's racked up some Murmillo. So that's fine. I think he'll just start pressuring. So far this game has been, well, I wouldn't say slow, but not that fast either. Except I didn't instantly put the pressure. Usually you see 2 players squeeze one enemy from both sides. It's really hard to deal with. And this little lumber outpost helping here. So that's a good placement. But now he's being attacked on both sides, and it will be difficult to hold this position, because he has basically no military to speak of. He is going to the heroic age though, so maybe that will help. He can almost get watchtowers, but he is just a bit gold short, and he's spending his gold, so no watchtowers for him anytime soon. And Jack is now moving across, but these samurai are just so slow. So that's really, yeah, weakness of this. Oh, and just dealing a lot of damage. It's Taishipla. So yeah, Kaioku's army and Eco basically idle. Just a few, yeah, no, entirely idle. And his town center is being sieged. Now in heroic age, instantly uses the earth monster. But yeah, that's only going to buy him a little time. Because he always thinks this is a good god power until he spits all those units back out, and then you're like... So there we have it. Maybe the strategy was to push with this armadillo here, the Ayatollah. Could have been, but I'm not sure. Meanwhile, do we see anyone aging up? Nope. Oh. Hyuko now trying to stabilize. He can just switch to Eagle Warriors though. I think they're quite hard to deal with as well as both Aztecs and Atlanteans in the classical age. Everyone is walling up, except for Zapata, but he is a runner, so you can just cheat with the sky passages. So far he's chilling, he's been untouched. Basically, yeah, just chilling and attacking with Marmello. But now Sparks has to deal with some samurai on his doorstep. And he will have to start making some archers. Oh, he has been making some archers. No venom upgrade yet, so... And that's really a nice part of the Malina Xochitl. That you get the poison upgrade for your spearmen and your archers. It's very strong. He did get the towers up, but yeah, they'll get dealt with. Although Jack is not willing to commit to this fight though, even though it's a 2 versus 1 right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I just prefer to fight over here. You making any one Yudo? No, just Yumi archers. And Zapata almost in a heroic age through Hyperion. And does Kayoko have enough favor? Almost. So then he can use Blood Pact on the Ayatollah and they can go for a push. I think that's their strategy. But I think the Chaos can really hurt that. And Sparks is also... I think it's so amazing. He has a large army, has been fighting from the entire game, and he managed to age up. That's top tier. Really, really impressive. He's going to work through its Papalotl. So maybe some butterfly shenanigans, although they have been nerfed. And he really needs to watch out there, because this one fella is going to get sniped down. Macroing them nicely. And I imagine, yeah, Zapata is on his way. I think a really good play on this map, especially in a 2 versus 2, is to just make a sky passage over here. So you can easily switch sides. So yeah, now a little bit of a sandwich going on. Yeah, Jack 90 has a massive army. And he has archers, so those will do well against just this Marmello army. But now he has to fear the Purge God power being used on the samurai, because they're too slow to escape it. You do see a Tai Sleeper to deal with this Ayatollah. Ooh, both Blood Pact and Solar Shield being used to keep it alive. Look at all these health bars. And it's dealing a lot of damage. It's such a shame it just walked away from the town center. I think it would have been able to kill it. If not for the Miss Micro there. Still, its town center is barely alive, so they can probably just kill it with some infantry units. But there is a big fight going on. Both Purge and Chaos. Oh, that's a nice combi. That will deal a lot of damage. That's such a clever play, because during Chaos they all remain static. Like on the same position, and so if you then use Purge, then yeah, that works out nice. I mean, I thought of Purge and Frost, but this one is even better, I think, because you don't need them to stay on the same spot for that long. In any case, Taishika trying to finish the town center, but that's not helping. Sparks just repaired it just enough. Second town center for Jack 90. He took some losses, but he's been doing okay actually this game. Already got up to heavy samurai. Meanwhile, well, you know, you also see Eagle Warriors from Spark, so that advantage for Kayoko has been lost. He's now busy sieging down this temple with this eagle. I'm not sure why he ran his Ayatollah through the center. If he just killed it over this temple over here, he can join, because now Jack 90 is fighting 2 versus 1, and I don't think he'll... he's doing well actually, but that's not really a sustainable fight. They can press this advantage actually, because look at this. Kayoko has to go all the way around to help. Is Jack 90 going to the heroic? No, not anytime soon. But that's a bit of a typical Japanese playstyle. Villager being sniped here for some reason. That's weird. Great temple being placed forward. It's really interesting. This game is playing out very different from the previous games that I've seen on this map. Very cool. I do see the blood pact is being discounted for sparks. I wonder why. Or is it the base? Yeah, oh, that's the base. Never mind. So Jack being pushed all the way back to his base. And yeah, these samurai will have a very hard time dealing with all these archers. Shockwave now being used somewhere. Big fight over here. Oh, look at all that tonali floating around. I think these Eagle Warriors took some of Zapata's archers by surprise. Oh yeah. Interesting. He really needs a warrior priest here, because it's a lot of favor. And now it's some Eagle Warrior versus Eagle Warriors. It's interesting to see that Sparks did not commit to the Malina Shortly style with the poison arrows. Because he did not get the upgrade, I think, at all. He got the other one that affects all units. So he prefers to make Eagle Warriors and these shorn ones. Yeah, shorn ones are really the ones you want to make against all these samurai. And the Eagle Warriors, but also the other ones. I think the other archers are cheaper and they deal roughly the same amount of damage against infantry, because they have a multiplier, and while these Eagle Warriors only have a multiplier against archers. So now all these Eagle Warriors being, yeah, were a bit trapped here. A lot of them died by these Contrarius and Arcus. So that's unfortunate for him. And so we have Sparks on 2 town centers, we have Jack 90 on 2 town centers, no second town center for Kayoko. And also, well, Zapata is now constructing his second town center. And Kayoko is just losing more and more army, even though they are still ahead in terms of army, but they are behind in terms of villagers. So it's anyone's game right now. But I think the momentum for LFX is kinda past. I like this duck. This axolotl is actually great here, because it heals. It's actually one of the few Aztec things that can heal. So basically, it's a DIY healing spring. Meanwhile, Jack 90 is creeping up on this side. So they're not really happy to fight here, rather stay in the center. And over here we have Sparks even taking a third town center. Very ballsy, right on the doorstep of Kyoku, but he managed to grab it nonetheless. Raiju now in for Jack. So Thunderdome incoming. And this is just strange. How can you let him grab this town center? He didn't have his army to protect him. He just sent his villagers there and built it. And yeah, he wasn't able to stop it. But Ayatollah coming in, and I think he has enough favor for a Blood Pact, although I don't think he strictly needs it. This thing can siege down the town center on its own. Although in Smasher also in. And he's now making a bunch of Coyote Warriors. That makes sense against such a heavy archer composition. At this point you also want to... Oh yeah, because Zapata is now going back on straightforward attack. Chaos now being used over here on all these archers and Carnivora. While Sparks is losing both town centers. He's lost this third town center, which was a bit ballsy. And now over here we have Thunderburst. Yeah, all these units are so fast. Although, yeah, it showed it's 4, but look faster. But yeah, they basically have to run from Eagle Warriors to demolish them. So I'm not sure what happened with Sparks. He was, I got the feeling he was doing very well. But apparently he just lost his army over here. I must have missed it, because now he's really, well, he's basically dead. Jack is on his base. On the other side we have Kyoku sieging down his gold operation. And well, meanwhile Zapata's not really able to help over here. So now he's trying to attack over here. But I think Jack will be able to hold it. So once again, Sky Passage here would have been really nice, because it's not that Zapata doesn't have an army. This army would have been great dealing with all these samurai over here. Yeah, I think these villagers are all dead, Kyoku, you're right. At this point, Sparks has no gold mine to speak of. So in that regard, getting this town center and expanding forward was not the brightest idea. I haven't seen many people do it in the previous games either. Games are mostly played on the outer circle. But on 2 versus 2, I think the dynamics are different. In any case, Zapata now pushing on the left side to Jack. That's at least nice, knowing that you cannot push over here, push on the other side, because all these 18 Eagle Warriors are now basically 20 Eagle Warriors are doing nothing useful. But yeah, Jack is happily finishing what's left of Sparks. He doesn't mind losing his gold mine. I think he just needs to move his army over here, and then he can deal with that. And he should probably just tell Kyoku to start pushing over here. So he needs some siege for that, but he can at least attack the economy. You see Tlaloc being pretty cute. He almost has the resources for it. Where do you even use it? If we do see Sparks desperately trying to rebuild. But yeah, these Eagle Warriors are going out of town on the economy of Zapata. I don't think he'll be able to win 1 versus 2 for that long. We already see the Shinobi over here clearing the parts of Zapata's army. And now over here we see a big exchange. Carnivora being used. Does he have any other god powers in his back pocket? I don't think so. No, he doesn't have the favorite. Maybe a Shockwave, but I don't think so. Village center fire Sparks all over here. Completely missed it. Very cool. So we was at 4 transits at one point. Another Blood Pact, I think over here, yeah, another Ayatollah being used as a siege engine. Meanwhile, this one is still clearing up the other side of the base. So it's interesting seeing that we have double Huitzilopochtli, but they both went through entirely different routes. And there we have a GG. So, well played by Phoenix. Cheers.